Hello everyone, gender swapped Dolly Zombie here. Welcome back to the Megahed channel, the most convoluted and inconsistent channel on the internet. Today I got a special treat for you all, a brand new Megahed exclusive
Internet Oddities.
a series I'm starting to pinpoint some interesting people on the internet. Some good, some bad, and most of them are kind of strange. I am very aware that my track record hasn't been the most diverse nor neutral when it comes to people I've covered, namely women. Not very feminist of me, but I'm willing to take that on the chin. What's worse is that I'm talking about a person with a speech impediment. I assure you I'm not some right-wing nut job that makes fun of the disabled. Unfortunately, the person we're talking about today has done some atrocious things, and I wanted to bring some light to it. No matter the disability, nothing excuses poor behavior, especially as heinous as the person that we're going to be talking about today. I know you're not all blind nor stupid, and you've already read the title. The person in question today is Jessie Gaming. So let's get into it. Before anything, I best explain how I came across Jessie. I know it's hard to get traction on the internet, so I always interact with creators who have low view counts or likes. So I wrote Jessie off as just someone doing stuff on the internet for fun. I kept seeing more and more content show up on my feed and eventually came across an account called 67 News. The owner of the account has been keeping track of Jessie's antics and often trolling him on his live stream. While I don't condone fucking with anyone's stream and making fun of their disabilities, period, the owner of the 67 News account has put together quite the portfolio of Jessie's antics. Okay, now that I've told you how I came across Jessie, now it's best that we actually talk about the things that he's done. So, who is Jessie Gaming? Jessie's full name is Jessie Florenta, or Florenza, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but he's 27 years old and lives with his mother, is unemployed and living off of disability. Now, the reason I'm giving out his full name is because I've actually gotten evidence of, right here, that Jessie has his full fucking government name as his username. Which doesn't mean that I'm doxing him because he put that shit on the internet. That's available to anyone. Now, we don't know much about Jessie's medical history, but we do know from the way that he speaks that he has a speech impediment.
I've got short hair. That's a bit the pie. What do you guys think now?
Jessie's content varies from his gaming content that he uploads to YouTube and general trail mix content that he uploads to TikTok. He also live streams on TikTok, that's where most of the people pull his leg. But this all sounds like your typical lolcow victim. What makes Jessie an unplatformable character to begin with? So let's get into the darker side of the shit that he has done. As I mentioned, a large amount of information I have on him is from 67 News. Jessie frankly uploads dozens of videos daily, and going through them would be a fucking chore. If you think that I would do all that research to make this video, I gotta keep to a weekly schedule, champ. I don't got a week worth of research to do from the gazillion videos of him dancing to long dead pop songs. To start, Jessie's relationship with his mother is frankly confronting to say the least. Numerous times has Jessie straight up shouted at his mother for minute things such as not getting him the right food.
Nicely. Come on. I need to cook dinner.
I don't fucking care.
Jessie, don't tell me you don't care. I need to get the potato.
See, wait till we do all art. Dump her. Hey, I'm David, what might it be?
While researching, I thought to contact the owner of the 67 News account, and he gave me the invite to their Discord server. And what I found was beyond disturbing from both parties. For a start, the Discord channel has, let's just say, compromising photos of Jessie that frankly made me see my lunch. Now, initially, I thought all the awful shit that Jessie has done was to his own accord, but that's only partially the truth. The Discord has made coordinated attacks towards Jessie and more often than not work to create some truly fucked up scenarios. For a start, most recently, Jessie has been tricked into running a command on his computer which deleted System 32, which, if you don't know computer language, that effectively bricks your system. It turns your computer into a gigantic paperweight. This was done by one of the Discord members disguising themselves as a girl and using a voice changer to sound more feminine, then giving Jessie a file, which when ran, they said that it would quote-unquote hack 6-7 news. But instead, as I said before, it deleted System 32. He has also been tricked into singing that one song by Kanye about Hitler. Now you think that Jessie would just not have done this at all, but oh boy he did, and he mumbled every bit of it besides the chorus. Another semi-recent incident was being coaxed into rubbing literal shit all over himself and recording it. Yeah, don't worry, shit and Jessie are quite the common pair. He often either plays with shit or rubs it all over himself at the request of random people. Matter of fact, he has been trolled on livestream by someone sending a Last of Us clip where Joel opens an ambulance, and instead of the scene playing as usual when Joel opens the ambulance, the screen is filled by Jessie with doo-doo feces smeared all over himself.
Yes, it's that. Hey, Jessie, this clip looks good.
Double tap to open link, double tap and hold to long press.
And of course, this was all full center scene on his live stream. He has also sent some vile nudes of himself, ranging from his whole hog hanging out to the whole head-to-toe medical exam turnaround and cough. The focal point of his antics is his rampant need for underage relations, let's say that. There has been well over 20 to 30 incidents of people from the Discord server pretending to be children as young as 11. And Jessie, he's more than obliged to engage with nonce behavior. He has done everything in his power to incriminate himself by sending fucking voice messages of himself saying what he wants to do to these underage children.
You put your dick in somewhere you want to China. Can I, like, come inside you?
Not only that, but on his live stream and on videos on TikTok, he has admitted to being a pedo and keeps saying that he's not anymore.
That dumb online that I've done and all that kid stuff that I've done. Yet I talked to kid on the app. And that I did talk to kid on TikTok and Snapchat and Discord. And send weird picture and everything. It's all real.
But he keeps doing it. Over and over again. He keeps proving himself wrong. And I don't know how that null and voids the previous grooming attempts, but you do you, pal. After recording the first run of the script, I found some additional information that I might as well include. Take all this with a grain of salt, because most of what I'm going to say next is hearsay. As I mentioned, Jessie has a very strained relationship with his mother, though it seems his mother has been verbally abusive towards him and his brother at a young age. Not only that, but Jessie's dad has been physically violent towards his sons. Is it true? Is it false? We'll never know. It's hearsay, and it was said by someone random on the Discord server, so take this with a grain of salt. It may be true, maybe not. So you must be at this stage trying to wrap your gray matter around why the fuck would Jessie do this. Not once, not twice, but over 20 fucking times. This all boils down for his need for a quote-unquote real girl. Jessie, like many other weirdos on the internet, are starved of the female attention, and for some reason can't tell why they can't get laid. If you can't find the answer to this dilemma yourself, I'll give you the answer. People like Jessie do not grasp the idea of having a healthy lifestyle and taking care of yourself skyrockets your chances of getting into a relationship. The standard stuff. Washing yourself daily. Jessie showers once a week, or at minimum every 3 days. It's why his hair has this beautiful car sheen to it. Eating healthy. Jessie eats an overabundance of peanut butter. He puts that shit on everything, from chicken burgers to chicken and lettuce wraps. And not only that, but his fridge consist of nothing but shit and junk food. And not the type of shit that he rubs all over himself. His house is a shithole. Now don't get me wrong, I think we all have our house messy as hell as one stage or another. But Jessie's? It's like hoarding has entirely concentrated itself into one room. Which don't even mean that it's clean elsewhere, because the counters seem to be filled with junk too. Jessie never seems to leave his house either. Assuming his mother does all of his shopping for him, he has stated before that he only leaves his house once or twice a week. I'm sure you can meet tons of girls in the confines of your own home, pal. Now, one thing from my own personal life has been my views on certain things. Being a thoughtful and sympathetic person has made me a far more enjoyable person to be around. This relates to Jessie because he has made a video agreeing with the Australia First movement, which was used by right-wing extremists to rally behind a deportation cause. I know it sounds ironic, because it is. Australia was quite literally built by immigrants. I'm aware that this is not a Australia First video, but I thought I should vocalize this.
And all the mean people in Australia need to get out of the country and move back to their country, stop coming here. And we need Australia to be a good country where all the white people live in and people feel safe and not there and that. And feel more safe in the country.
It's because Jessie is disabled. And if you can't put two and two together, neo-Nazis don't like the disabled. So what has Jessie done wrong? I think Jessie and his counter Discord group are a snake eating its own tail. On one hand, Jessie continuously fucks himself over by doing whatever social manipulation comes his way. Instead of learning, he fucking Sisyphuses himself constantly. This is clearly evident on how he keeps getting pedo-baited by users from the 6-7 Discord channel. And the tail end is the Discord users continuously fucking with Jessie to create this horrific symbiotic relationship. And what makes it worse is that they can't even report Jessie to the authorities because what they're doing is entrapment. So they just keep finding newer and fresher ways of fucking with him. In the end, I think both parties are at fault. I know, I hate to take a centrist take on all this, but the evidence is pretty clear. The users keep fucking with Jessie, Jessie does what they were trying to get out of him, and the cycle fucking continues. I think the cleanest way of settling this would be to Jessie to just get the fuck off the internet and never come back. Frankly, he has done far too much damage to his own image, repeatedly, might I add. And due to this, he will never ever have anything remotely close to a comfortable community on the internet. And with that, I can call it a wrap, people. Though, before you go and watch a guy play Skyrim for the 50 millionth time, I have things to say. I, for one, have a Discord channel. If you want to talk to me or see any updates from me, you can find it there. Secondly, I stream every Friday at these times. You will have to figure out what time it is for you, because I'm not putting all the time zones in the fucking world up here. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.